I was gonna say morning, it's not morning, but who knows right now. I've had quite a productive morning actually today. I had a nice smoothie for breakfast, which actually is very unlike me. I normally like a good hearty breakfast, but I froze some bananas yesterday and they needed using, so I had a nice banana smoothie. I have just got back from a bike ride with my mum. I like to go on nice long rides usually, but my mum came along, so it was just like a little tour into the village and back, which to be fair is fine because I've been going pretty much every day anyway, so it doesn't really make much difference. Also very exciting news, I saw one of my school friends while I was out on my bike ride and I managed to stop and talk to him for a whole 10 minutes and oh my gosh, it was so nice to be able to talk to somebody that's not mum, dad or my brother as like in the nicest way possible. This afternoon what I thought I would do is do a little bit of book shopping because basically I have just been paid on Friday from one job. I've now got 2 jobs. I can't remember if I've mentioned this or not. I started my second job last Monday. Well, I say started, I'm not actually doing anything. I'm sort of furloughed from that one too. I thought I was going to be able to do stuff from home, but really there's no way that my role can be done from home. So a little bit of training and that's all there is to it really. Yeah, obviously I've got nothing to spend it on. I'm not going, you know, out with friends or anything like that, so I thought what I would do is do a wee bit of book shopping. I've been looking at a couple of books that I've been fancying for a while, so I think I'm gonna do it. Just before anybody in the comments comes up at me and says, why are you ordering stuff to your house? Number one, okay, I haven't had anything delivered to my house in the last 5 weeks other than one birthday card for my friend. I really haven't been ordering anything to the house unless it was really necessary. So I've been aware of that. Number two, I have not had the best week this last week, which is why I haven't really had any videos up recently. I've just been a bit up and down. Some days I'm okay, and then some days I just feel really like just down in the dumps. So I feel like I need to cheer myself up. And number three, I want to support independent bookshops or just bookshops in general, Waterstones or whoever, because I'm sure they're taking a hit through all this. And I want to support authors with new books that aren't necessarily getting the attention that they should be and the promotion that they should be. So that's my reasoning. Let's get on with it. So the first book that I've been looking at and fancying for quite a while now is called Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. That is the cover, if you can just about make that out. What makes me really interested in it is that it is historical fiction, which I like anyway, but it also is apparently inspired by the son of Shakespeare. I don't actually know a lot about Shakespeare aside from his plays, like his actual family life. I'm not even sure how true this is. I don't know if it's based on a true sort of story or if it is the true story. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some research, but I'm thinking this is the one. So here we have Hamnet. It is beautiful looking. It has these gorgeous end pages and this nice cover under the dust jacket. So I feel like this might be the one. It is hardback, £16.99, which isn't too bad, down from £20. Oh, dispatched within 2 to 3 weeks. Ooh, okay, so this one might take a little bit longer to arrive. That's fine though. I reckon we can add that to the basket. Ba-boom, check out. I also wanted to say, just in case anybody else is sort of experiencing this as well, I've actually really struggled to read recently. I've downloaded a couple of ebooks on my Kindle. They're really not going in. I've tried the audiobook method for when I'm on walks and on bikes. It's like I can't focus my mind on anything. It's like I'm distracted. It's really bizarre and I don't know why. I think I also feel guilty. The only time I actually read, usually, like we're talking normally, is in the morning in bed if I'm not at work or whatever, and on an evening, either like after tea or in bed before I go to sleep. So I think to actually read during the day at like 1 in the afternoon is is like very unusual for me, and I feel like guilty because I feel like I should be doing something more productive and actually doing something with my day rather than just sat around reading. The only sort of thing I have been reading is non-fiction, because you don't really need your imagination for that. You just sort of, it's just there. Yeah, just can't, I can't like get in the right headspace. Kindle books have suddenly become so much cheaper. I'm not sure why. But there is a book that I've been looking at for ages. It's been on my Goodreads like to read shelf for like, I want to say over a year now, and I've been looking at it for ages, and I've just seen that it's £2.99 on the Kindle, and I'm thinking that might be a way to go as well. It's historical fiction, well, historical non-fiction. It's by a woman called Helen Rappaport, and it's called The Last Days of the Romanovs. Let me see if I can get the cover up for you. There we go. But I've been really interested in reading that for a long time, because when I was a kid, my favourite film in the world was the Fox animation. Don't know if it came out in the late 90s. Anastasia, loved it. Had a dress when I was about 3 or 4, pink dress with Anastasia on the front, and I just wore it to death. Like any photo that you see of me in like 98, 99, I was in the pink dress, and I wore it till it had holes in it, and the picture of Anastasia on the front had just like cracked and it had all faded away. And it's always been quite an interesting period of history to me that I don't know anything about. Like, I don't know anything about Russian history, I'm not gonna lie, but I've always wanted to know about it. Always been really interested in reading about it. This seems like quite a good book to read if you don't know anything. It's not that long, it's only 272 pages. So I'm quite interested in reading this. I recognise the author. I feel like she's written more oh yes, she has. So she's also written a book called 4 Sisters, which is more about the lives of the 4 Romanov duchesses. So I might even treat myself to a Kindle book as well as a couple of physical books. The problem with Amazon is like, literally, if I press this now, it's done. It's so bad for impulse buying. Oh my gosh, I think I've just done it. I think I've just pressed it by accident. Oh god. Here we have the Kindle edition of Ekaterinburg. Oh, I'm so sorry if you're Russian. I really feel ignorant whenever I can't pronounce them in foreign words, but hey ho. So I'm going to get that now. It's only £2.99, so boom, done. I didn't actually press it before when I thought I did, so that's good. Done. It's done. The next book I've been really interested in is a book called The Mercies by Kieran Millwood Hargrave, and this just sounds so up my street, it's unreal. I actually already sort of own this. I got it on Audible and I tried listening to it. Again, just didn't go in at all. I don't think that is the book's fault, however, I feel like it's my fault. And I feel like actually this is the sort of book that I would like to sit and read properly, just to get the names of the characters in my head, because they're all quite foreign sounding names and place names and that sort of thing. It's everything that I like in a book. It's set in a cold place, it's historical, it's based on a true story. Witches, love witches. Winter 1617, the sea around the remote Norwegian island of Vardø is thrown into a reckless storm. A young woman, Maren, watches as the men of the island, out fishing, perish in an instant. Vardø is now a place of women. 18 months later, a sinister figure arrives, summoned from Scotland to take control of a place at the edge of the civilised world. Absalom Cornet knows what he needs to do to bring the women of the island to heel. With him travels his young wife Ursa. In her new home and in Maren, Ursa finds something she has never seen before: independent women. But Absalom sees only a place flooded with terrible evil, one he must root out at all costs. So this is apparently a true-ish story. I don't know how true the book is, but it is a true story in history. That might be quite a good ending to this video. So I am currently on the Blackwell's website, but yeah, I'm thinking I might get it from this shop here. Look at it, it's just so beautiful. Oh, I want it so much. It's going to look really nice on my shelves. If I can add that to my basket. Has that done it? Yep. Cool. Boom. 3 nice new books there. So The Mercies, Hamnet, and The Last Days of the Romanovs. All very good books when you can't read. They're not exactly light and fluffy, are they? But this is the problem, right? So I've thought, oh, I'm not reading very much at the minute. Maybe I should try like a chick lit, sort of fluffy, easy to read book. But actually I really hate those. I never enjoy them whenever I read them. They're so easy to get through, but I just don't like them. They're so predictable, and I know that's the whole point, but I just really never enjoy them. So I thought, what's even the point of like trying to read stuff that's easy that I won't enjoy? I might as well just try and read historical fiction about witches and hangings. If you have read any of the books that I have mentioned today, then please do let me know in the comments, particularly Hamnet. I'm really interested in that one. It is actually nominated for, what is it nominated for? Women's Prize Fiction? Yeah, it's shortlisted for the Women's Prize for Fiction. So that makes me want to read it even more. Please tell me what you are reading as well, and any books you could recommend to get me out of a slump. That would be great as well. Just not chick lit, please. I hope you've enjoyed this little vloggy book shopping video, even though it's not book shopping at all. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you aren't already, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye guys.